Okay, hey guys, so I know it's a face to camera vlog today. I apologise, but literally I've got work everywhere. TMA 04's done. Sent it off at like 10:30ish, 9:10ish. I don't know what time it is last night, but I did submit it. So yeah, usually what I do is I finish writing it, then I do an audio of it to check for basically text to speech to see if I've misspelled something and it doesn't make sense. And then I write it up so I could go for it in detail, word for word. Got sniffles. And check over it, but I wasn't in the mood to do that, so I just submitted it last night. Now I have to write it up in my notebook, which is this one. It says don't worry. Like, it says don't worry, be happy. Ta-da. This is my second notebook for DD102. My first one is completely filled. I have another textbook, but that's used for like tutorial notes and notes from the textbook. So yeah, so what I'm going through now is my early years mental health work. We do have a semi-deadline today, but what I'm doing is I'm basically setting what I did for the TMA, 15 minutes per session, just working on it, typing in it, and it's been quite good. I only took around 3 sessions to finish off test 4 part 1, so basically that was like 45 minutes. I look drunk or something, so yeah, so part one is done, and then we have part 2, which I just have to do the layout, and then next session will probably be next 30 minutes of thingy bob, and we'll be planning it, and then I'll just write. It's quite helpful, so I'm going to continue this style of getting stuff done throughout when I do early years mental health, gosh, as well. So writing assignment wise, or reading the chapter as well for when I do DD102, I'm not entirely sure yet. I would work on chapters now, however I got a keyboard on my desk and it doesn't fit a huge book on it, so I can't explain it, but there's not enough room to put my big notebook on there, so, or big book, so I have to cope with what we're doing. So but basically what I do is I do 15 minutes per work, and then I just do anything else, like maybe watch a video, work on something else, until it's time I go for a break, which is realistically me walking around for 10 minutes and getting stuff done, and then I come back, sit down, set a timer for 15 minutes, and I just split out 15 minutes of work. It probably sounds stupid to other people, but for me, it's just finding what works best for you. Now, say if I was writing up notes or something, using a 50-10 technique is perfectly fine, but when I'm actually writing an assignment, I want to focus for short bursts periods, because it leads to less brain farting, so yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm currently working on writing up the TMA 04 to put in my notebook. What I was originally planning to do for this DD102 notes is I have them in huge notebooks, like A4 notebooks, and what I was going to do is to type them up in the notebooks and then write them from the document onto actual paper to file away, but I'm thinking of just skipping that. I'm not entirely 100% sure yet, so because just imagine how big the file will be. So I'm just going to copy from the notebook, which just means in the future I will be using A5 notebooks for DD1 future modules, because I prefer A5 notebooks. So if I find a cute A4 notebook, I'll buy it, but I really prefer A5 notebooks. So yeah, they're cutting the grass outside, so that means they're getting rid of the daisies, because the grass has grown quite a bit, so there's daisies and buttercups on it, and they're getting rid of them. Yeah, so I've been putting eye drops on my eye. I put some on when I had breakfast, which was around 9ish, and then I put another drop in at 1, and then I'll have another one, put another one in at 5, and then the next one I'll put it in at 9, and then I'll go to bed at 10, half 10. So I woke up this morning, like the previous mornings, and my eye was glued shut. Basically, if you've got allergies or you got a cold, when I have a cold, it's usually my nose. But yeah, so I had allergies, so basically my eyes were glued together because you have this stuff that keeps coming out your eye, and when you got allergies it comes out even more. It's gross. Apparently it's just what the eye does to clean itself. So yeah, my eye was glued together, and the previous 2 days what I've made a mistake of doing is actually just like my eye was closed and just grabbing my eyelids, just ripping it open. It was painful. I've lost quite a lot of eyelashes. I probably have next to no eyelashes on this eye at the moment because the amount of like stuff, it's not nice. Too much information, but I don't care. So yeah, so what I did was I got a wet wipe. Realistically you're supposed to use a warm flannel. I have flannel somewhere, I don't know where. Still haven't properly unpacked yet. I'm doing it bit by bit, so I'm not in a rush really. I'm happy the way it is, and then I'll just keep plodding away, putting things bit by bit, day by day. It's just, as long as everything's put away by the time my boyfriend visits in December, I'm practically fine. So yeah, so what I did is I got a wet wipe, and basically just, it was cucumber. It was one of those cucumber ones that I got ages ago, still wet, so I used that. And it helped. I still had stuff on my eyelashes, so you do have to, like, you know, pull on it. It's not nice. And this eye area feels really bruised, so I'm in the wars. No wonder I look like I had been punched in the eye yesterday. It is bruised. So yeah, I'm hoping it clears up by the time I go visit my parents, because otherwise we all know what's gonna happen. My mom's gonna keep poking it out. She's not as bad as what she used to be, but still. And this, they're gonna point out weight, of course, say you're not losing weight, you're not losing weight fast enough. So I keep my weight loss stuff away from them because they don't say anything positive about it. So it does mean I do see them less often, so when there is a significant change they will probably notice, but I don't think they will. So even I don't notice, but it's only been a couple of pounds, so I don't really notice anything myself. I have noticed my coughing is getting a bit, would you say powerful? I'm coughing better, because I used to struggle with coughing. I was very lazy coughing, and it's getting a bit better, so yeah, no walk today, so because I've just got this, so I'm just plodding around my flat, hoping tomorrow I'll be able to go for a walkies. So yeah, so my goal for today is to submit task 4, and then we have, this is my task thing. I brought up the task brief, stapled them together, and here we are. So there's task 4, part 1 and part 2, task 5, and I'm possibly hoping task 6. However, it is a 2-parter, because I've got after this I've got task 4 part 2. Sorry, I'm trying to put you somewhere because my arm's aching. Task 4 part 2, task 5, task 6 part 1 and part 2, task 7, and task 8 part 1 and part 2. But the thing is, each little thing, so like identify expected milestones or blah 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 blah, is realistically, it's only been, after it's been planned, it's only taken me 15 minutes to write, so we're going good. So I'm very happy with my progress. I just wish I did this earlier. I've got this to do, then I've got to catch up on children and young people's mental health. So what I'm going to do is, in the breaks, so when I'm not doing the 15 minutes of work, I'll either write up, so I'm currently writing up TML 4, next I'll write up task 4 part 1, and then I'll write up yesterday's PowerPoint for children and young people's mental health. And then when task 4 part 1 part 2 is done, I'll just write that up, because I write it on paper, because I'm really behind on writing things up. So I have notebooks. So I have this one, which I got when I was at the refuge. It is completely it's full, basically. How many pages? 192 pages of notes. This is actually safeguarding, so sensitive subject for some people. It does talk about abuse and stuff like that. So I thought I'd be actually quite, what did I say, triggered? I think, I don't know exact term for it, but I thought I would not be able to cope with having the information, but I'm fine. So next I have this notebook, which I used to have a process of where I'd plan it on a piece of paper, then write it up in a huge, like, this notebook, and then I would, after that, write it in here and then type it up. I don't do that anymore, I just type it straight away because it's like waste of time. So basically what I have it continued in here. So, and then this one's nearly done as well. So I'm just trying to use up my notebooks. So that means that I've got an excuse to buy some more, because your girl loves the notebook. So yeah, so because like I said, I showed you my huge notebook pile. I'm hoping to work through those pretty soon. I do have so I have this notebook, which will be used, I don't know what it will be used for. That was task 1. I have that notebook, and then I have this notebook. I was going to use it for something. It's a pucker pad. Ever since I started sixth form, I called them puke pads. These are the ones I got for university, though, I believe. These are not the ones that I got for sixth form. Maybe this is the one I got for sixth form. Who knows? Probably not. But yeah, so I've got this one to fill with notes. I've got notes from education studies. This is from summer 2017 when I did a paper based. No, it wasn't. Was it? There was reset exams, but we did it paper based, so it was, you know, take home. So I'm not entirely sure about that. I had a few days to do it. I prefer it that way. But yeah. So this is from October 2017. Because I'm like, world religions readings to do. Do morals matter? Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Survey of Hinduism. And then this is for educational broadcasting, planning research. Oh yeah, because we could do a bit, help one of our tutors. When I was at uni, our tutors were researchers too, and you get to say, oh, which bit of research you were interested in. And I was in, like, I preferred, like, looking at video sources, especially history and stuff like that. And my tutor focused on stuff like that. So, looking at British Path A, same thing. But this is Foundations of Buddhism. This is for my Buddhism essay. If you remember that study with me thing I did. Yeah, this is just chapter reviews. So yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what I got to use this on. I got it out because it didn't go anywhere. And then lastly, giving you a tour of my notebooks, I have this one, which was originally going to be used as a journal. The amount of pages, and because I stick stuff in, it's unfortunately not going to work. Use a bullet journal. I already have a new, better bullet journal. So I have lots of lovely pages, which are going to be, this is going to be a second book for college work and stuff like that, or any level 2 courses that I write up. So I'm not entirely sure about these ones. They may be used for something, probably OU stuff, that's what I'm guessing. Anywho, this may be the only clip for today. We'll see. My hair's gone. It's gone all blurry. But yeah, my skin is really there, it's really dry. It feels like it's actually sleep, and it's around here too. I know it's bad anymore. It feels like it's sleep, but it actually is just like dry skin. It hurts. So yeah, so I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna try and get some stuff done. The lawnmower. I can smell the grass in here. I got my bedroom window open. Not wide open, but open on the lock, child lock thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get some stuff done. I'm out of it, I'm sorry. Anywho, bye.